everyone. Today I am Rishabh Bhardwaj, Assistant Professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Falkner Gurgaon, is taking a lecture series 2 on automobile. Today, students, we will going to study about the front wheel drive and the rear wheel drive. As front wheel drive is a form of engine and transmission layout used in motor vehicles where the engine drives the front wheel only. Most modern front wheel vehicles features have in most modern front wheel vehicles feature a transverse engine rather than the conventional longitudinal engine arrangement generally found in rear wheel and the four wheel vehicle. If we talking about the location of the engine and the transmission, the most common layout of the front wheel drive of the car is with the engine engine and the transmission at the front, as you can see in the figure, and the car and of the front of the car and mounted transversely. It means the transmission is mounted in the transfer position to the engine, which transmit all the powers to our to our wheels. If we go about the history of the front wheel drive, experiments with front wheel drive cars dated to the earlier days in the automobile according to various sources since 1895. We have one cylinder engines and the engine fitted in the front of the vehicle powered the front axle. It was the world's first wheel drive automobile, but it was never saw mass production. With one of the copy in 1998, the France made the front wheel drive system in horse-drawn carts. Now we will see the hypothesis of the front wheel drive. This is our car. This is our front side, and this is our rear side. The front boot consists or having the component that is engine, transmission, axles, and everything. The engine transmit its power to the rotational power to the gearbox or the transmission box, and the transmission box convert its motion to the drive shafts, and drive shaft will move the wheels, and the wheels rotate by the rotation of wheels, our car will get moved. In generally, we are using the front wheel drives in every car. You can see there's a front wheel drive. The power is in on the front wheels. The rotation of the wheels is done by the front front wheels only, and the rear wheels are moved ideally. There is no power transmitting over there, only we have to pull it. Now if we talking about the rear wheel drives, what is rear wheel drive? Rear wheel drive is a form of engine and the transmission layout used in auto vehicles where the engine drives the nearly wheels only. Now, most of the rear wheel drive vehicles feature a longitudinal mounted engine at the front of the car. If we're talking about the location of engine and the transmission, the most common layout of the rear wheel drive is with the engine, the transmission at the front of the car and mounted longitudinally. Other layout of rear wheel drive car include front mid engine, rear mid engine, and rear engine. If we clear, see the figure, we have fr front, we have engine at the front, and we have the component transmission rod, drive shaft, differential, and the power will transmit into the rear wheel. We have three type of arrangement of engines in the rear wheel transmission. First is the engine is at the front of the hood, or second one is the engine is at the middle of the car, or third one is the engine is at the rear or the boot. But the most commonly used vehicles are the engine it's at the front, and the transmission its position is longitudinal to the car, and the propeller shaft and the drive shaft will will transmit its motion to the differential, and differential convert its motion to the wheels. In rear wheel cars, the power are at the back, and they are generally used for carrying luggages and heavy loads. As we can see, if if I am taking the example of truck, if we install a front wheel drive in the truck will get moved, and the heavy load behind will at its carriage, the wheel will move or get slipped due to the load, and the engine will not able to move it any motion, transmit any motion. If if the power having in rear wheels, what will happen, the motion will slowly or gradually will get increased up, and the carriage load will transmit directly on the rear wheels, and the wheels will not get slipped or drifted, and the motion will get smoother. But in front wheel drive we don't need any heavy loads. We are using in light motor vehicles, generally in our cars, in which we can carry only 5 passengers only, 4 passenger, one driver. This is not so heavy load. It's all about 400 kg about. In 400 kg, we don't have to use the rear wheel drives. This is not that much load, that much load which generally our trucks takes. Our trucks are able to carry 10,000 kg per shift. This is so heavy load. That's why we are generally known as heavy load vehicles, which transmit our luggages and carriages. Now we have a basic diagram of components of rear wheel and as well as front wheel drive. If we're talking about the components, the first is engine. That is the heart of the vehicle. Heart of the vehicle will transmit its power to to our transmission. Transmission have such different gears, by which we have some gear ratios by which they are producing motion in a chronological way to the drive shafts. You can see these are the drive shafts which transmit the motion of transmission to the wheels. Once the wheel get motion, it will get rotated and the vehicle get move ahead. This is the basic and the simplest and the cheapest way to transmit the motion to the vehicle. It is very easy and quite reliable, and it have higher endurance than the rear wheels. And I'm not saying that rear wheels is so bad. Rear wheel are also have its advantages, but it have lots of all they have lots of components by which there are some may be possible that the mistake or damages and breakdown could be possible. Initially you can see that it's a longitude in the location of the engine is longitudinal. The engine get placed at longitudinal directional, and then the transmission box and the engine, in between we have a component that is clutch, by which we can change the gear by pressing it. The whole energy of the engine will get transferred to the transmission box, and the transmission box, which is transversely placed at the mid of the car, will transmit its motion to the drive shaft. This drive shaft is generally known as propeller shaft. These propeller shaft and the coupling of transmission box is through U joint. U joint means universal joint. It is a joint by which we have unidirectional and have some play between them, by which we don't get stressed in our propeller shaft, and our propeller shaft will not get stressed or get twisted. And at the end of the propeller shaft and the initial point of the propeller shaft, we have two U joints by which we can reduce the length of propeller shaft, and then the whole energy or the motion will get transferred into differential. And the differential have sun gear and the planet gears. It will transfer its motion to the wheels, and it will allow or permit the wheels to move the vehicle ahead. These are all the arrangement of rear wheel as well as the front wheel drive. If we discuss about what are the best, which is the best or economic arrangement of the front of the vehicle, initially we will start with the economy. In front wheel drive, we don't have to use propeller shaft, the U joints, differential, and other necessary items. uh, the cost of these components will get reduced. It will get cheaper, and no damaging effect or repairing cost we have to bear about. Then that's why in our basic cars we have front wheel drive, the most economic one. If we are talking about the load carrying or heavy load vehicles, we have to use rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive have more power and have the capacity to bear the load, or to bear the much load and transmit its power to the vehicle, and the vehicle get moved. And next we are going to discuss on which cars and on which automobiles we have to use front wheel drive as well as the rear wheel drives. In economic car or sedan class, we have earlier discussed in lecture 1 about the types of cars. Simply, hatchback cars, sedan, minivans requires front wheel drive, as front wheel drive is much cheaper and most economic. We don't need much higher power to rotate or travel, as four or five passengers can travel or can transport it or moving and etc. in a car, and we need only front wheel drive. And the rear wheel vehicles are the trucks, buses, trolleys, tractor, in which high pressure or heavy load and high torque is needed. And as you can see, a truck having load at its back, the carriage is at the back. So we have to use rear wheel drives so that the rear wheels will not get slipped and it will move ahead. If we use the front wheel drive in the truck or a buses, what will happen? The power will transmit it to the front wheels only, and the front wheel moves, and the rear load will be at a stationary position. So the tire will get slipped, and we will not we are not getting complete rotation or power for our transportation. So I think we have all clear all the techniques and the subjects and components of the rear wheel and the front wheel drive. Moreover, we will discuss the next four wheel drive in our next lecture. For till then, it's over to you, and thank you.